when you say your mom is commanding of Satan, do you feel like she's under Satan's control or what? You're going to have to explain that more to me.
My dad is the first commanding to Satan. My dad is the devil's commanding.
So
My dad, my dad is Brigham Young.
Your dad is Brigham Young?
Yeah. But he built the city of Dallas and the city of Houston and San Antonio. My mother is his wife. She's not possessed by the devil or nothing like that. She's just spirit of the devil's commanding. She's not soul like I am. My dad's actually the commanding to the devil.
So your dad commands the devil?
He's a real person, my father.
Right. But he commands the devil or he is commanded by the devil?
He's the first person to ever be born on the commanding.
Okay. How's your physical health?
Pretty good. I'm doing real well. I'm real fit right now.
Okay, what's your plans for release? Where are you going to live?
I'll be moving in with my wife and my daughter and my son.
Okay, what city do they live in?
Salt Lake City.
How old are your children?
My daughter and my son are both newborn. They was just born this year.
Were they twins?
No, not technically twins. No,
Okay.
they just were born the same day.
They were born on the same day, but not twins?
Yeah.
Do they have the same mother?
Yeah, they have the same mother.
What do you plan on doing for employment?
We having I do a lot of music. I do music for a living. Um, I'm Eminem, Marshal Mathers.
So you believe you're Marshal Mathers?
I made the first LP Eminem. I do music for a living.
You made the first LP?
I made the first Eminem's, all Eminem albums. I made them all.
Okay.
I'm the biggest prophet in the world. I'm the biggest prophet in the world. My name's Chase Ferris. I know you must have heard of me. Or maybe you haven't. I don't know, but I'm the biggest prophet in the world. I do everything for the federal government. That's why I'm here right now.
You do like what do you do for the federal government?
I sacrifice my time. I do the scriptures. I have had to do a lot of suffering for my promises to the commandings. I'm covenanting the commandings of God. Uh, Shapeshift, teleport, data phone. It's all prophecy. Is why I'm here and why I'm in all this, and is the reason why I'm in all this trouble right now.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like the board to know?
No, sir.
All right. Okay, Mr. Ferris, here's what will happen going forward. I will type up my report and I will submit it to the board this week. It takes 3 out of the 5 board members to agree to make a decision. Once that decision is made, they'll notify you in writing through inmate mail. If your friends or family want to know what the board's decision is, they can check the board's website. It'll be updated as soon as the decision is entered. It can take the board anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks to make a decision, but there is an upcoming hearing that could delay a decision in your case. Okay, so if it takes longer than 4 weeks, don't stress. Just be patient a little bit and talk to your case manager, okay?
All right, sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ferris.
May the real Slim Shady please stand up. And This hearing was really something. I mean, it just kept going and going. I was so intrigued. I had to look up who Brigham Young is, and I'm sure every Utonian, is that what it would be called? Everyone from Utah would know. So, but I did not, even though I did live in Utah for quite some time. But Brigham Young, he was the born June 1st, 1801, August 29th, 1827, was an American religious leader and politician. He was the second president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And during his time as church president, he led his followers, the Mormon pioneers, west from the Nauvoo, Illinois, to the Salt Lake City. He founded Salt Lake City and served as the first governor of the Utah Territory. Here's an interesting fact about him. He was a polygamist, and he had at least 56 wives and 57 children. And I gotta say, 56 wives and just 57 children, that actually seems quite low. But if you, let's get back to the hearing. Now, he initially refused to sign his parole, which is why he was denied, but they did grant him. So he was supposed to get out 7/2/2024, but because he didn't sign his agreement, he didn't. But he is granted to get out September 3rd, 2024, which is just a 2-month delay. So they're sending him. I mean, everything he said, it was just like I don't know what's going on here, but man, if he is some powerful dude with his mother and his father and his prophecies and being Marshal Madness as well. That's pretty impressive. I'm a big Marshal Madness fan. So, but he's getting out, and he's not, from his record, he's not dangerous. He's locked up for retail theft. He got 5 years for stealing between $1,500 and $5,000. I do wonder what it was that he stole at that value. I mean, I guess it could have been any type of $1,500 would be some type of law toll, or who knows, right? But I don't have any other information on him. But I guess if he's not a violent offender, then there's not much to worry about. Maybe he'll release a new album. This is a Utah parole hearing. Now, the other thing that the parole board interviewer, it was just great. He's just the contrast between both the parolee and the interviewer. The parolee is just throwing out stuff like left and right. And the parole interviewer, he must just be so used to seeing it all, because he doesn't. I mean, when the Marshal Madness line came out, that's when I lost it. I just started laughing out loud, and he just keeps a straight face. I mean, if there's any type of I guess Utah caricature, I think you would have had it right there with that parole interview and that poker face, and he handled it like a champ. But it was just, the contrast was so, from this bland interview style to this other guy who's just, everything he says, it was top in the other. Wow. But yes, that hearing he was talking about for a quick second there, where he mentioned, hey, we're busy. They're doing a death sentence commutation hearing for Mr. Honey. Maybe you're familiar with it. Maybe you saw it on the news. We covered that full hearing, so I'll put a link to that in the description if you want to see. Basically, he's fighting for his life as his last chance. He already lost all of his appeals to the Supreme Courts, and now he had one more hearing to see if they would let him live. And I'll put the link to that in the description. And with that, I'll let you go.